Earth. Carl Sagan called it a pale blue dot. Small in the universe, yet home to over 7 billion people, and filled with a myriad of man-made and natural wonders the world over. You know, every year, more than 1 billion of those people travel, experiencing the environment, the people, their cultures, and all those wonders around us. And in the process, spend $1.2 trillion plus, making tourism one of the largest industries in the world, generating nearly 10% of the entire world's GDP. Tens of millions travel to many countries, seeking out and enjoying these man-made and natural wonders that await them. The U.S. is the second most visited country, with more people visiting Florida's Disney World than visiting Greece, a mecca for tourism. In 2012, the impact of tourism in the U.S. alone was $855 billion spent, raising $129 billion in tax revenues to benefit local and state governments and projects. And why mention all this? Well, because right here in Arizona, we have one of the finest, most impressive, and magnificent of the 7 natural wonders of the world, the Grand Canyon. Nearly 5 million visitors a year already come to this massive exhibition of natural beauty. At 277 miles long, 15 miles wide, and 1 mile deep, the canyon is the product of the mighty Colorado River, winding past buttes, spires, and mesas with impressive waterfalls, calm pools, and more than 100 treacherous rapids ready to challenge tourists by the thousands. There's no other canyon like it in the world, and it's ours. But there's a unique situation surrounding this beauty and the millions who visit here, a situation which asks the question, now that you've seen the canyon, what are you going to do next? This presents a dilemma for the traveler, but an opportunity for us. Because you see, unlike other tourist destinations with wonderful entertainment, educational and relaxing leisure activities and venues, there are virtually none at the Grand Canyon. For generations, people from far and wide have traveled, made their long-awaited journey to the canyon to stop and take their pictures to remember the moment. And while the vast beauty of the canyon remains to this day, so does the experience, as even more people come from all over the world, pause and capture the experience. And then, for lack of any other options for activities, they move on and look elsewhere to spend their time and money. Current opportunities for other activities are limited to a 30 to 60-minute helicopter ride for a few $100s, or a local IMAX movie for $13. And if you've planned well in advance, maybe a run down to the river for the day, or a burro ride into the canyon. Otherwise, there are no cultural activities, no education or entertainment venues to enjoy on your trip to this part of northern Arizona, drawing you in to stay longer and enjoy. No compelling reasons to relax, enjoying the beauty and rich cultural history of the area, the very reasons you came here in the first place. The major reason for this lack of availability is the lack of private land available for any type of responsible development. The 1,900 square miles of the park are surrounded by thousands of acres of beautiful green national forest, Native American reservations, state land, and BLM property. But we at Stilo find ourselves in an enviable, exceptional position to advance the use of the only significant private land that is available at the canyon. You see, nearly 20 years ago, we saw the potential of this beautiful area for a well-managed, sensitive development and sought to create our vision of a world-class, fully implemented destination at the doorstep of a location like none other. Over the years, Stilo has acquired 75% of the private land available in this region to develop it, to enhance it, to improve it with ideas that are modern in scope, yet sensitive to the land, the people, and the cultures. We've been given stewardship over some 374 acres of natural beauty to move it into maturity. But who are we? Who is Stilo? Stilo is a prominent European real estate developer headquartered in Milan, Italy. Stilo Holding Company owns a group of entities operating in each relevant sector of real estate development, from design and construction to leasing and management, overseeing multi-regiment projects from concept through completion. Our Grand Canyon project joins a long list of highly successful multi-use development projects as Stilo has established itself a leader in the retail, hospitality, and other commercial developments. Oreo Center, opened more than 15 years ago, still stands as one of the best performing and iconographic retail destinations in Italy. IBM EMA headquarters in Milan represent an outstanding example of innovative construction and design with extensive use of the most advanced sustainable technologies. The 100-acre Villa Arceno Resort, nestled in the rolling hills of Tuscany outside Siena. The restorations of the magnificent Plaza Lita in Milan, and the casino and theater complex in San Pellegrino, a classic example of Liberty architecture in all of Europe, stand as a testament to Stilo's care for beauty and respect of the cultural history and the environment. The New Sicily Luxury Fashion Village has been recently welcomed as an innovative architectural design that offers an exclusive retail lifestyle experience to tourists and local customers. Stilo's reputation and history of successful commercial developments has attracted the attention of the international real estate community. Its partnership with the Australian fund Westfield represents a recent and highly significant joint venture to develop the most forward-looking retail development in all of Europe. For Stilo, the power of innovation, the respect for the environmental sustainability, and our commitment to the communities influenced by its projects represent the main keys to our international success. The majority shareholder of Stilo, Antonio Percazzi, boasts some of the largest retail networks in Europe, accumulating a diversified portfolio of strategic investments. From a single store in 1997, the wholly owned Kiko Milan chain of cosmetics has grown to an internationally recognized brand with more than 500 stores in over 35 countries throughout the world. The important strategic alliance fosters a valuable understanding and successful relationship between the functions of development and retail, an important part of our Grand Canyon project. Let me show you the area of this project as it sits today. Located just 1 mile south of the canyon's main entrance is the town of Tucson, 143 acres of underdeveloped potential, waiting for the guiding hand of experienced developers such as Stilo with a vision and a capacity to carry it forth. A town lost in time, virtually a company town with minimal outmoded company housing serving those who work in the area, and outdated, uninviting amenities, proving not to be a worthy destination magnet for millions of vacationing canyon visitors. Yet, they continue to come every year. Stilo helped to mold the future of this area in 2010 when we and the community worked together and took giant steps in moving ahead with incorporation, annexation, and zoning proposals, giving the town new opportunities, an impending prospect of a new life balancing on the edge of expansion and controlled growth that, until now, was lacking in responsible direction. It's an area filled with opportunity, great potential for much-needed improvements to serve the local population and millions of visitors to the area which are currently not able to experience the full benefit and beauty of the canyon surroundings. Older, outdated buildings and amenities need to be replaced and upgraded to take advantage of the billions of tourism dollars which are currently leaving, finding their way elsewhere for lack of high-quality amenities and attractions tourists expect in popular areas. This is not the first time that areas have been discovered lacking in a vision, yet rich in opportunity, and ultimately rejuvenated by those who seized the moment and exposed its future for local residents and the visiting public. Hawaii is a major U.S. and world tourist destination, with such attractions as Waikiki Beach, the popular Pearl Harbor Memorial, the beauty of Diamond Head, and Hawaii Volcanoes National Park. On the north shore of Oahu, Hawaii, down a 2-lane road, sat a remote 42 acres seeking a dream. Then, in 1963, the LDS Church opened its doors on a brand new, soon to become, Hawaii's #1 privately owned attraction, offering entertainment, educational and cultural venues exploring the diverse Polynesian history. While much smaller in comparison to our project, it still boasts 1 million visitors a year, contributing $95 each for admission and dinner, in addition to parking, other dining, retail, and special show purchases. On the opposite side of the country, Disney's successful Epcot Center attracts nearly 11 million visitors a year to its cultural, educational approach to family entertainment. The experience will cost an adult $91 for admission, plus food, parking, retail, and other amenities as desired. These major edutainment destination attractions the world over draw tens of millions of visitors from Beijing's Forbidden City to the mighty Niagara Falls, the Eiffel Tower, the Tower of London, and Buckingham Palace. The Grand Canyon area is now well positioned to serve the millions visiting, but who leave for lack of activities, searching for a more complete, entertaining, and enriching experience. Let me take you back to the Tucson of the future, the way it should be and could be as a unique, viable, profitable development. Stilo is the owner of 2 properties bordering the town and a joint venture partner in a third located within the 143-acre boundary. Our 160-acre Kotzen Ranch property offers us the opportunity to realize our plan for a wide range of visitor-oriented services. Services envisioned to provide a more inclusive, more rewarding, and in-depth experience of education and entertainment over a longer period of time. An environment of learning and leisure to more fully complement a visitor's experience at the canyon. Services including fresh new lodging, a pedestrian-friendly village center offering extensive retail, dining, and entertainment venues. The 35-acre Insight Educational Campus will offer a Smithsonian-quality edutainment environment of interconnected pavilions filled with technology, innovation, and opportunity for learning and experiencing the history and growth of the area. Insight incorporates the appeal of an Epcot Center or Universal Studios, combined with the uniqueness of the Northern Arizona history. As you walk through the Insight environment, you'll see new exhibits, exciting new presentations, bringing together the regimens of natural forestry, the history of geology, the power of hydrology, the day-to-day presence of wildlife, the need for and growth of sustainable development, the history and dignity of local Native American cultures, and the beauty of the night sky shown like never before. Insight is a personal, creative, and technological involvement never before experienced by the traveling public. This project also has the opportunity to develop open-air venues for music and entertainment that will rival Virginia's Wolf Trap or Colorado's Red Rock Amphitheater. Similar to Hawaii's Polynesian Cultural Center, the Native American Cultural Center will proclaim the existence, accomplishments, arts, crafts, and performances of those early inhabiting tribes through a totally immersive interweaving of the past and present. The lives of the native peoples of the Colorado Plateau are of ongoing interest to the many world travelers who visit this area. The history and day-to-day lives of these indigenous inhabitants will come alive for hundreds of thousands of visitors to experience. Stories and exhibits created and shared for the first time by these dwellers of the Colorado Plateau in their words, on their terms, and in their own ways. A world-class conference hotel will draw major groups and corporations seeking that special retreat from the commercial world, while heightened with the beauty and uniqueness of the canyon experience and our cultural entertainment environment. Well-designed and planned community residential areas, along with other retail and service uses, round out the development of this area. In contrast to the Kotzen Ranch and Insight areas, our 20-acre Kaibab Village property will appeal to visitors whose trip to the canyon is part of a larger and wider itinerary. It will afford our shorter-term visitors comfortable lodging, fast access to retail and general services, and high-energy food and beverage venues, satisfying the guests' highway-oriented needs during their stopover in our community. A newly developed 193-acre 10X ranch just to the east of Tusayan will enhance the living conditions of those working in the area full-time with carefully planned single-family housing, apartments, condos, and townhomes. A more modern and efficient vehicle area will serve the traveling public and replace the current 18-acre Camper Village RV park. And land has been set aside and planned for managed uses to enrich this facility. This includes areas reserved for parks, hiking trails, houses of worship, boutique hotels, neighborhood retail, and other much-needed community amenities and open space. The passion of our vision is to grow and augment an opportunity that is already present, one that's lacking in meeting the existing needs of the community and the essentials of a large traveling public already coming to our neighborhood. Doesn't it make good business sense to expand and provide services and create entertainment and educational venues in this magnificent setting, thereby enhancing the experience and extending the stay for millions of tourists, all who bring billions of dollars for their traveling pleasure? All this while improving the local community, adding to the quality of life for everybody with more jobs, higher incomes, and real long-term opportunities. As part of our forward-thinking mindset, Stilo looked into the future years ago and decided to purchase a 320-acre lower basin property strategically located nearer the canyon's east entrance. It includes a 1-mile frontage on Highway 64 and is the only privately owned property between the park and New Mexico to the east. Another well-conceived, vital part of our long-term strategic plan. Stilo is uniquely positioned to foster the dawning and success of a new era of high-quality, long-term development of these special projects. Opportunities, answers to the current and future needs of a unique part of American culture, way of life, and business growth. There are many, many regimens required that come together to facilitate the success of a project of this scope, that enhance it and make it a viable entity. From engineering, construction, naming and branding, hospitality, retail and dining, entertainment, marketing and operations, and many more. And Stilo is currently considering those professionals who could complement our vision with their expertise.